Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting!
55 to Mike. Danny.
Kill.
Danny.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Time to go, night. Tight end right. Everyone, you got four down.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
This by 7.
Mike's 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
From the 36, Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
22 jump bomber. 22 speed grip.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch tight
Hey,
end.
orbit. Let's go.
Now Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 120!
Get your swerve on! Shift! Watch the shift!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, empty. Two jet.
Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz.
I got you, boy.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180!
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Kill!
Wentz now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Sunday.
Much 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Wentz going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Go. 180!
Watch the ball.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Kill.
44 is the mic.
Now Wentz. And he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Yeah. There we go. That's the one. That's the one.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Let's get off the field, D.
Listen.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 24. Check 24.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Bell. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
General West.
56.
On 2nd and 7, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 97 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
That was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Check 56-6. Pull it high.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
31's the mic. They can't hang with us. 31's the mic.
Shoot.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
The mic. 56 is the
Sunday.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here, shift.
56 the mic.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the set.
You.
Greystone travel. Shift. Hey. High 7. Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
With the score, Giants 6, Eagles nothing.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And bring it.
Wentz now to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Hey, you're running out over there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Don't be scared of it. Here, shift. Tyson.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, D.
Hey, kill. Hey, forward-toe kill.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Davis now to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football. First and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, wahoo! Hit it.
Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Topper, Topper. 5.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's taken in by Callaway. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
61, matchbox lights. Look at me. Door, 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Single receiver.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Check, 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 check. Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch it, 5. Too little, cupcake.
Speed grip.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey!
Me. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Yo, go! Go!
56. Mike, 56. I got you.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
General West!
Yeah. You don't want none.
You get it!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta!
56
Now!
56.
Off the play fake, Sweeney. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
On third down, Sweeney.
Give me some.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Slam.
Five!
Off play action, Sweeney. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Sponge.
Go!
No. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up up in a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm coming after you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you, punk.
Second and 5. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Sweeney. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half #1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Topper! Smoke!
56 to Mike.
Now!
From the gun, Sweeney. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Look at me. Zipper.
Right there, 56. Target. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day.
Hey, Foxtrot.
day. 56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing again, Sweeney. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Charlie. Fire.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Giants take over.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Man left, man left. 3 down.
From the 40 now on second down, Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set.
Hey, orbit.
I got 8.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before break. Jones, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
That's it, baby.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
132 fighter. Get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Slam, slam, slam. He's crashing. He's checking.
General West.
Now Johnson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Come on,
a good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let him know, let him know.
6'6", pull it high.
Get him,
5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trickstone, travel.
On 2nd and 9. Jones looking left sideline, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
55, Mike. Watch the screen.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Screen. Alert flare, alert flare.
Big grip.
On first down, Sweeney. It's complete to Diggs. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47.
Switch it.
Ready.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check. Topper. Hey, exit.
Check.
Gone.
Check.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
6 man. Check curl.
80 weapon.
Joker.
Snap.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hit it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Pull it together. Wide. Get wide.
Protein spill. Hey. High 7. 5.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. His throw at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 8, read.
Let's go, T. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Ricky.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 24, check 24. Let's go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Let's get that ball right here. Check, 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 check.
Hey, Haywood.
Under 10.
Speed river.
Jones now operating from the gun.
Got you, boy.
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Come on. You better bring it. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Set. 15 Lonnie. 15 line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
6-6. Pull it high.
Twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Greystone travel. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Sweeney. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Set. Ready.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sweeney. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Five.
To throw again. Sweeney. And Diggs has it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19.
31's the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
31's the mic.
Keep grip.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Sweeney. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ready.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Bravo.
56. I'm hitting.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, give me trash. Let's go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, do.
Single.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
The Eagles take over
Come
first
on,
and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the line.
Watch out.
X3, 218, chopper.
44.
Go.
Mike, 44. Watch QB drop.
Smoke. Head out.
2nd and 6. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Sweeney gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, box drop. Be careful.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. What?
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
31's the Mike.
Yeah.
Back to throw.
We ain't giving them nothing.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Now a handoff. Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Orbit. Fight.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Echo.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, ready. 60 yards.
Get ready. 31's the mic. I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Single on the slot. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8.
Now Jones throwing again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
We got double up. Hey, high 7.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand. Now the ball comes loose. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an